Hello, everyone, and welcome back here to Mandy Greenmont Field here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for this day after July 4th matchup, as we get ready for day 17. I should be correct here, day 17. It is indeed day 17 of this Scenic City Collegiate League season, the day after the 4th of July, the day after our nation's birthday. We come back here to the Scenic City Collegiate League. Smokies take on the Smoky Mountain Rain here today. Smokies will be the home team. They're out in the field first for you all today. So we'll go ahead and take a look really quickly here at the Smoky Mountain Rain offense between these two sides. For the Rain, it'll be Kai Ricks, tonight's center fielder, leading us off, wearing number 5 once more. Macy Andrews will hit next. She will be in left field wearing number 1. Anna Frazier will hit third at second base here today, wearing number 4. Jasmine Mack will hit fourth. She'll wear number 8 behind the plate. Lauren Hubush will hit fifth, wearing number 10 at shortstop. Lauren Jamerson will wear number 6, hitting in the 6th spot in right field. Macy Strickland at third will hit 7th, wearing 12. Ainsley Watson, tonight's first baseman, will hit 8th. She will wear number 13. And Miranda Smith, tonight's starting pitcher, will wear number 11. She will hit in the 9th spot on the mound here today. Kai Ricks will face across Josie Crossman for the first time here today as we get ready for the day after the 4th of July. In this first matchup between these two sides, Kai Ricks comes up to the plate to face off against Crossman. The first pitch is swung on and missed, and we're underway here for day 17 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season. As Kai Ricks comes to the plate, the newest member of the Troy University Trojans, she comes up for the first time today, transferring out of the University of South Carolina. Skies the next pitch inside for a foul ball, 0-2. Ricks enters in on the day, a .413 average for her, ranks her 10th this season in batting average. She's been one of the more potent hitters this season, 19 hits for her, just outside that 20 mark. She'll see the next one out and away for ball 1. 1-2 now, the count to Ricks. Nobody on, nobody out here from Mandy Greenmont Field once again in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. For those just tuning in, my name is Mason Strong. I'll be a broadcaster for this morning matchup once more. It's the 1-2. Swung on, hit back up the middle, hit number 20 for Kai Ricks. It makes its way into center field. Almost took off the head of Josie Crossman. But now a runner on here to start us off in this top of the first with a leadoff single for Kai Ricks. And now the dangerous Ricks at first with fantastic speed on the base paths. Brings up Macy Andrews, who in her last matchup went 2 for 4 with a double, a single, and 2 ground outs and a fly out. She'll now bunt this one back to the mound. Crossman's got to be quick with it. The throw to first is not in time. Bodies go tumbling. Runner will advance to third. We'll see what the call is at first. Horner and Andrews both went tumbling down there at first base. It will be labeled as an out, so Andrews will be called out on the bunt. But it allows for Kai Ricks to get all the way to third. And now with 1 away, it brings up Anna Frazier. So Ricks is able to get all the way over to third base, and now it brings up the dangerous Anna Frazier with 1 away and a runner at third, and she'll foul off the first pitch for strike 1. So Frazier comes up on that game, or she played twice on the third, once for the Choo Choos and once for the Smoky Mountain Rain, a double and an RBI for her in that second game for the Choo Choos. She was fantastic, had two home runs on the day. She now skies this one to the right-hand side, foul, 0-2. 1 away and a runner at third base. Strickland's bunt results in a ground out. As Frazier, the Supply, North Carolina native, comes to the plate. 0-2 is fouled off once more. Frazier comes to the plate. First time today, a .300 average for her in a Rain uniform. 7 RBIs, a .391 on-base percentage, 4 doubles, and a home run to her season in a Rain uniform. She'll sky this one out to shallow center field. Cam Munson's there. We'll see if Ricks tries to tag. She will. The throw will come to the plate. It will not be in time. An RBI sac fly, and the Rain take an early lead, 1-0. So a sac fly to center field brings around Kai Ricks as Munson trying to make the bullet throw home. And now it brings up Jasmine Mack with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch is check swung foul, 0-1. A little bit of an excuse me swing there as it just got the end of the barrel. Now for J-Mac coming up to the plate, 5th this season, batting average a .457 for her. Game number 15 of her season. 7 RBIs, 16 hits, a .548 on-base percentage. Puts her 2nd this season behind Brianna Warren. 0-1. Comes up and catches a piece of her. It will be a hit by pitch. And now a runner on with 2 away as Mac able to get on for the first time today. Just caught enough of her shoulder elbow area, maybe just grazed enough for the jersey. It will be a hit by pitch, and now it brings up Lauren Hubush with 2 outs and a runner on. So tonight, shortstop comes to the plate and fouls off the first pitch for 0-1. Hubush, who's primarily been the second baseman for this Reign squad, has played a little bit third base as well this season for them. Looking to see what she can do at the plate here now. A .316 average for her. 0-1 is inside for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 to Hubush. Out and away for a ball. J-Mac's on the run. She'll make it into second base safely. A stolen base. On an 0-2 count, gets the outside ball and is able to swipe second as the tag was not there in time. J-Mac with another stolen base this year. An absolute athlete behind that plate usually for the Reign. Stolen base here, and now the 1-2 stays down low for 2-2 to Hubush. Jamerson would hit next if given the chance. Hubush this season, 6 RBIs, 12 hits, a .381 on-base percentage, just north of an .850 OPS. She'll foul off the next one, still 2-2. 3 doubles on the year for Hubush, a solo home run, her only round tripper. It came against the Bandits in the first night game of this Scenic City Collegiate League season when she tied the game at 1 apiece when she fired the first pitch she saw over the center field wall. 2-2 is fouled off. Still the count is even here with 2 away and a runner at second. Already a 1-0 lead for the Smoky Mountain Reign. A sacrifice fly by Anna Frazier brings around Kai Ricks from third. After a leadoff single and a sac bunt got Kai Ricks all the way around to third. 2-2 down in the zone, will not be called. 3-2. Josie Crossman, who has been very reliable for the Smokies, now in a bit of a pickle here. Jasmine Mack at second. You put one in the outfield, she can score. 3-2. Skies it foul. Still alive is Hubush. 9-pitch at bat for the night shortstop from Morgantown, West Virginia. Went to University High School, yes, where the WVU squad is from. 3-2. Hits it hard out to left field, trying to be there. Goes over the head of the left fielder. Here comes J-Mac to score. 2-0 your score. Making her way into second base will be Hubush. A double and a run able to come through. Hubush with another extra baser. 2-0. The Reign take the lead. Another time we've seen Hubush just drive one down that left field line. As Tatum McCool in left field today misjudged that one on the line drive, and it allows her to get over her head. And a 2-0 lead for the Smoky Mountain Reign brings up Lauren Jamerson. And a rarity here that we've seen. Josie Crossman just having a hard time getting out of this top of the first. The Reign offense here to play today. Trying to make some fireworks after the ones we saw last night. First pitch goes airmailing to the backstop. It allows for Hubush to get into third standing. A wild pitch now puts a runner just down the baseline now for Jamerson. For Lauren Jamerson, she has been extremely reliable at the plate this season. If you've been for the Reign, takes the next one inside and swings through it 1-1. So Jamerson from Sweetbriar College sits 6th this season, a .436 average, 7 RBIs, 17 hits, a .500 on-base percentage. Swings the next one high, 1-2. Strickland would hit next if given the opportunity, but for Hubush, coming in 1,000 OPS now, a 10-13. 3 doubles for her. She went 3 for 3 yesterday and had the game-winning RBI single, but swings through it for strike 3, and Crossman able to get out of the inning. 2-0 your score after the top of the first. 2 runs come around for the Smoky Mountain Rain. A hit by pitch, a single, and a double. No errors made. A strikeout for Crossman. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Smokies trying to see if they can get their offense rolling here after they find themselves down early, 2-0. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League. Bottom of the first inning, 2-0 your score. The Smoky Mountain Rain have taken an early lead over this Smoky squad. They'll try and see if they can respond with a couple of new bodies in their lineup here today. But it'll be Miranda Smith leading us off here for the Smoky Mountain Rain on the mound. But for the Smokies lineup, Ella Fox will lead us off here today for this Smoky squad. She'll step in for them as tonight's shortstop. Horner will hit next. Tonight's second baseman in the 2 spot. Cam Munson, the center fielder, will hit third. Abby Bunt behind the plate will hit fourth, second in RBIs this season. Burke will hit fifth and be at shortstop once more. Josie Crossman will be on the mound once again, hitting sixth. Tatum McCool will hit in the 7th spot. Today's left fielder. Emily Jones will hit 8th in right field. Lindsey Henson, back in a Smokies uniform, will play at first and hit 9th. As the first pitch is outside for a ball to Ella Fox. Riley Demers, also on the Smoky squad, will hit for the DP position. She will be hitting 10th. That'll round out this Smoky squad. But for Ella Fox, the UNC product at the plate, drives this one deep down the right field side, all the way to the wall. It goes. Goodbye. Ella Fox, what a response. As Fox just flies one out to right field. Got it on the second pitch of that bat and just puts it over that right field fence on the brick wall. Her first home run of the year and a 2-1 score. Now we stand. The Rain still up by 1. What a response, though, from Ella Fox. Had been one of the leaders in terms of extra bases this year with 6 doubles. Her first home run of the year, and it doesn't even come in a choo-choo's uniform somehow. And now she'll have to face off against Horner for Smith. First pitch, drives it shallow right field. That ball gets down for a base hit. Jamerson trying to go to first, will not get the runner in time. Back-to-back base hits, and now Horner on with nobody out. And I say base hits like Ella Fox didn't just round them, but nonetheless, a runner on with nobody out. And after Josie Crossman uncharacteristically had a bit of a struggling first inning, Smith now giving up a home run and a single on 2 pitches. First pitch to Munson's up and out of the zone for ball 1. So Cam Munson, the NC State product, comes to the plate, headed off to Troy University as well next year, soon to be teammate of Kai Ricks in center field for the Rain. Takes the next one high for ball 2. Jasmine Mack keeping an eye down at first base at Horner. Not really one to steal bases, but still good speed on the base pass. But for Munson, he's hit the ball hard all year long. A 300 average for her. Swings and chops it, shortstop side. Trying to pick it up with the shortstop and the likes of Hubush. Throw to first, not in time. Infield single for Munson. Second and first, nobody out. And now it brings up the dangerous Abby Bunt. With Horner at second and Cam Munson at first, you put one in the outfield, you could maybe score 2 and take the lead. For Abby Bunt now coming to the plate. .368 average for her. Her 12th game played this season. Just sits outside the top 10 at 13th in batting average. First pitch up and in for a ball, 1-0. Bunt, for the majority of this season, has led in RBIs, 17 on the year for her. She now sits second behind Lindsey Henson. But a .415 on-base percentage and a couple grand slams for her. Next one outside, 2-0. Bunt, a .1178 OPS, 3 doubles, 4 home runs. Sits her second in homers this season as well. Tied with Cam Munson. Next one outside, 3-0. And now a major pickle here for the Reign. Second and first, nobody out in a 3-0 count against the dangerous Abby Bunt. Will she get green lit? We'll see. 3-0. Sits on it, first strike, 3-1. Maria Burke will hit next, the UAB product. As Abby Bunt from the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, just down the street from here, 12 minutes down the road, takes the 3-1 and laces it foul, 3-2. Two to 1 now, your score. The Reign still lead over the Smokies, but a solo leadoff home run by Ella Fox has made this a 2-1 game. Bunt fouls off the next one, still 3-2. Day after the 4th of July, we're getting some early fireworks already. A solo home run by Ella Fox. 2 runs able to come around and score for the Smoky Mountain Reign in the top half of the frame, including a Hugh Bush double. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat on the way. Out and away, ball 4. Bases now loaded with still nobody out. So bases now loaded, still no one out, and Marina Smith will have a chat here with her infield, just trying to settle in against the shortstop Burke. Burke comes up a .313 average for her. She has not dipped below the 300 line all season long. Sees the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Burke, 4 RBIs only this year, but she does have 15 hits, a .377 on-base percentage, just shy of a .775 OPS. Takes it and drives it down the left field line. It will land foul, as that one was almost on the hillside. That would have been grand slam territory if she straightened it out. The Smokies have already collected a few this season. Looking for possibly, I believe it would be number 5 if they can get one here. Burke does have a home run this year. A solo double makes it 2 extra bases, or 2 extra base hits for her on her 15 hits. She's been reliable with the bat this year. Comes up with the bases loaded and still nobody out. 1-1. Out and away. 2-1 now the count. Now Jasmine Mack's going to have a chat with her pitcher. Josie Crossman, the other pitcher, funny enough, will come up to hit next if given the chance, barring a triple play somehow. But for Smith, just trying to see if she could settle in here. Last outing on that third against the Bandits, she went 3 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, only 4 of them earned, did not strike out or walk anybody. Now comes up, trying to see if she could settle down here with runners all around her and nobody out. Fouled off by Burke, 2-2. Smith on the season on the mound. 34 innings pitched, just north of a 70 ERA, 10 strikeouts, and a 2.16 whip. Now here's Burke firing it down the right field line. Lauren Jamerson is there, out number one. Here come the runners. They'll try and tag up. A run will score. 2-2 now we stand as Horner comes through on the sacrifice fly. Second and third with one away. So Horner comes in to score. Munson to third, Abby Bunt to second. Sack flies, RBI number 5 on the year now for Burke, and it brings up Josie Crossman. She'll swing, hit it to the second base side. Knocked down, goes to first with it. The run will score. 2 away, and a 3-2 lead now for the Smokies. So Crossman takes the RBI ground out. She chops the first pitch she sees to the second baseman, Frazier. And now it'll bring up Tatum McCool with 2 outs and Abby Bunn at third. First pitch to her on the outer half for a strike, 0-1. So McCool in left field for the first time today in a Smokies uniform. Primarily played first and right field. A .362 average puts her 14th this season. Takes a big hack at the high fastball, 0-2. Emily Jones, tonight's right fielder, would be next. McCool, though, 15 RBIs this season. A .483 on-base percentage. Just shy of 1,100 OPS. Next one sits way out and away, 1-2. McCool this year as well, 2 doubles, 3 home runs. Her 15 RBIs sit third this season. She holds on that spot alone, just behind her teammate Abby Bunt. 1-2, driven to right field, gets down. It'll go all the way to the wall. An RBI double here for McCool. She'll make it into second base standing. A 4-2 lead for the Smokies. Jamerson was trying to knock it down and get it quickly in, but couldn't get there in time. It goes past her to the wall. And the bases are cleared now by the Smokies, and it puts McCool back up to second. 4-2 now your score. As now it brings up Jones for the first time today. So Emily Jones, primarily of the Nuga Choo-Choos, playing for the Smokies today. See the first pitch down and in for a ball, 1-0. Jones has played in 12 games this season. She was out for a little bit due to a leg injury earlier this year. Sees the next one down low once more, 2-0. Back playing once again here, this time now in a Smokies uniform. Primarily has played for the Chews, only 29 plate appearances this year for her. A single, her lone hit this year. She's been primarily used as a pitcher. Next one stays high, 3-0. Jones, a 138 on-base percentage. So she's found ways to get on base as well via the walk, but right now, if you're Smith, you're trying to see if you can get her out here. You don't want to face off against the leading RBI hitter in Henson. Next pitch, a strike, 3-1. Henson would hit next. 6 homers, 19 RBIs, and over 400 400 average. 3-1, swung on and missed, 3-2. Tatum McCool still at second. Jones with an opportunity to possibly drive her in and make it a 5-2 lead for the Smokies. 3-2 called, strike 3, and that will end the bottom of the first inning. Four hits, a walk, no errors, and a strikeout for Smith. 4 runs come around to score. We see 6 runs between the two sides here through the first inning. 4-2 your lead. The Smokies now hold on as the rain will come back up to hit. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Smokies now lead the rain 4-2 after 1. We'll be right back for the top of the second inning. Top of the second inning, 4-2 now your score. The Smokies able to respond with 4 in that bottom of the first inning, including a solo home run, the first of the year for Ella Fox. As the newest member of this Smokies squad stepping in as a substitute today, who hits her first home run of the year. And now it brings up, though, Macy Strickland, tonight's third baseman for the Reign, as the Smoky Mountain squad will now try and see if they can bounce back. Josie Crossman trying to see if she can get through a clean second inning after giving up 2 in that first. First pitch called a strike on the outer half for 0-1. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 coming up now for this Reign squad. Strickland, Watson, and Smith. For Strickland this year, just shy of a 300 average, 297 for her. The one outside for a ball, 1-1. Strickland now in her 17th game played in a Reign uniform. She has played well over 20-plus games this year, including times with the Bandits, the Choo-Choos, and this Reign, or the Smokies as well. She'll now lift this one out to left center field. That one gets down. Base hit for Strickland. And a leadoff single for tonight's third baseman. Is he able to just drop that one lightly into left center? Now will most likely bring that batting average back to the 300 mark. Now it brings up Ainsley Watson, tonight's first baseman. First time today, a 257 average for her. Only 5 RBIs, a 350 on-base percentage. First pitch to her is outside for a ball, 1-0. Watson, a 693 OPS, 3 doubles on the year for her of her 9 hits. About a third of her hits have come with extra bases to her name. Drives this one back up the middle. It'll get down behind the bag and gets through. Fox going to be there. Back-to-back singles. And the Reign trying to get something going here in the top of the second. Back-to-back swings, just able to find soft spots in the field. Strickland able to just lightly place one in left center. And now Watson just able to get one through the middle. And it brings up Marina Smith with nobody out and runners at second and first. So the pitcher comes to the plate, hits it second base side, knocked down by Horner to first, 1 away. The runners do advance. His first pitch swinging to Smith and is able to at least move the runners forward. And now it brings up Kai Ricks, who led us off with a single to start this ball game. She came around to score in that top of the first inning after the sacrifice bunt by Andrews and the sac fly by Anna Frazier. Now has 1 out and runners in scoring position. First pitch down and away for a ball, 1-0. So for Ricks coming in, another run scored for her. And on the season now, 6 RBIs, maybe looking for 7 and 8 here. The 1-0. Skies it foul, 1-1. So for Ricks today, center fielder, the speedy outfield again from the University of South Carolina, headed off to Troy next year. Across from her center fielding counterpart, funny enough, in Cam Munson out there for the Smokies, as well as Ella Cunningham of the Bandit squad. All 3 be headed off to Troy next year. She'll sky this one. Shallow towards left field. Trying to be there is Cam Munson. Diving. Couldn't hold on to the ball. It bounces free. 1 run will come through. It will be a single as the Reign are able to tack one on at second and first with 1 away. Cam Munson was charging with all sorts of speed. Could not hold on to the diving catch as she calls off Ella Fox from shortstop. And now 4-3 your score. Back-to-back singles for Ricks, and now it brings up Macy Andrews, who went down on that sac bunt last time we saw her. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. So now 4-3. We might be getting all the offense here the day after the 4th of July. As Andrews comes up for the second time today. Next pitch fouls it off, 1-1. Andrews, a 235 average for her this season in a Reign uniform. 6 RBIs, 8 hits, a 357 on-base percentage. Just sits at a 710 OPS, a double, and a 3-run homer, her lone extra basers this year. She's also played quite a few games for the Nuga Choo-Choos as well. She is well over 22 games played. The 2-2. Down away for a ball. 2-1. She's played a boatload of games for just about anybody who's asked for these teams that have needed some substitutes, some just backup due to injuries or whatnot. She has been the one to raise her hand the most often. She'll now sky this one up and out of play for a foul ball. Big part for Andrews as well as she has played in 6 different positions this year for the Smoky Mountain Range. She's played the entire outfield, pretty much the entire infield. The only position I think she hasn't played yet is shortstop. She hasn't been behind the plate. 2-2 swing on and miss. Strike 3, 2 away. Crossman's second strikeout of this morning. And 2 outs with second and first for Anna Frazier. A sacrifice fly for her already today to make it 1-0 in that top of the first. She'll need the next one outside for a ball 1-0. So for Frazier, coming to the plate once more. Again, entered in with a 300 average. She'll now sky this one to the left field side. There is Henson. That will be out number 3. So 2 runners get left on base, but a run does come around to score. 3 hits, no errors. 1 run comes around. Runners get stranded at second and first. 4-3 now your score. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Smokies still lead by 1. They'll look to see if they can try and put on some runs here as the bottom half of the order will come up 9, 10, and 1. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the second inning, we go. The Smokies come back up to hit. They lead a 4-3 now here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League here on day 16. Or excuse me, day 17. I don't know where I got 16 from. Day 17 of this SCCL season. Lindsey Henson comes to the plate for this Smokies squad. The dangerous first baseman, pitcher, outfielder, wherever you need her really to play. Last time we saw her on the third, she played for both the Smokies and for the Bandits. Had a single and a double in a Smokies uniform. A single and a home run for the Bandits. She fouls this first pitch off, 0-1. So Henson now the RBI and home run leader this season. Now hitting just inside the top 10, a .422 average, 19 RBIs, 6 home runs, and a double. 0-1 is hit to the second base side. Knocked down by the second baseman for the moment, Frazier. It bounces off her glove and into center. Be a leadoff base runner now for the Smokies as Henson reaches first. So will be labeled as an error, so unfortunately for Henson, no base hit, but she will take getting on to first base as Frazier trying to backhand it. Just has it bounce off the end of her glove, and now it brings up Riley Demers for the first time. Still in her Choo-Choo's uniform, funny enough. So Riley Demers, tonight's DP, stepping in for the first time, primarily with the Nuga Choo-Choos, playing for the first time outside of that Choo-Choo squad. The runner at first now with nobody out. First pitch out and away for a ball, 1-0. Demers, who has played both sides of the corner infielding spots this year. A 755 OPS for her. She has a 227 average for the Choo-Choos. She has played in every game for them. She'll now sky this one out to shallow center field. Trying to be there as the shortstop will be there in timeout number 1 as Hubush is able to track it down. So one down now and a runner still at first. As Ella Fox, who hit her first home run of the season, comes up to the plate. A solo shot down the right field line that she put a heck of a charge into. The first pitch outside for a ball 1-0. So for Ella Fox, the UNC product, coming to the plate for the second time today. Also the Choo-Choos playing for the first time outside of that squad. Her 10th game this season. A .353 average that's bound to go up after that homer. Next one outside. Throwback to first, ends up in right field. Henson's going to stay put. 2-0 now the count to Fox. The check down by Mack. Bounces off the glove of the first baseman. And Watson, but now for Fox. Was it called a strike? So it is 1-1. It was called a strike, so don't mind me. Next pitch out on the side. This one a ball, 2-1. So Ella Fox now again a .353 average for her, 8 RBIs, a 389 on base percentage, just north of a 900 OPS, 6 doubles, sits her near the top of the leaders as she now skies this one foul, 2-2. She is tied for second with Ella Grace Harvey and Macy Strickland in doubles, just behind Alyssa Balcom, who has still not played in a moment due to a hand injury. She still leads with 7. She has the most extra base hits this year as well with 9. The next pitch to Fox outside, 3-2. Runner at first, one away for Fox. 3-2. Skies it out towards deep left center field. Trying to make her way back is Ricks to the wall. It will go off the wall and gone. Another home run for Ella Fox. Back-to-back at-bats, back-to-back homers for Fox, and a 6-3 lead for the Smokies. She might not want to take off that black and white uniform. Another home run, this one to left center. Kai Ricks was all the way at the wall, tried to make the leaping grab, just could not bring it down. And now the Smokies lead by 3. Brings up Horner, who's already singled once today. So back-to-back innings and back-to-back homers for Ella Fox. Another one to left center. 3 RBIs on the day for her. I think the Smokies might want to kidnap her for the rest of the season already. That's the first pitch outside for a strike to Horner, 0-1. One away here, now 6-3 your score. Ella Fox with 2 home runs on the day. If I'm the Smokies squad, I'm trying to make a midseason trade right now with the Choo-Choos. Next one on the other half, called a strike, 0-2 to Horner. Get a single already for her today. Came around to score. Second run of this ball game. Next one outside, 1-2 from Smith. As Horner, a .282 average on the season for her. 11 RBIs, 11 hits, a .404 on-base percentage. A double and 4 home runs this season for her. She swung the bat well. When she gets some pop on it, she'll foul this one off. 5 extra base hits, a .1020 OPS. When she hits the ball, she hits it hard. Getting on base has been a struggle at times with the hits, but she finds ways to get on anyway. Next one outside for a strike. It'll be strike 3 called. And Horner goes down for the first time tonight. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the second inning. Second strikeout for Smith of the morning. And now we're going to have a chat here with the infield. So we might see a pitching change. It might be Anna Frazier coming in here. Marina Smith's night might be done even after the strikeout. With 2 outs here and nobody on. We're going to see if that's the case, and that is indeed going to be the case. So Marina Smith's going to go. After an inning and 2/3, she throws 44 pitches, faces 12 batters. Gives up 5 hits, 6 runs, 5 of those earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts. And that will end her morning. So a quick hook here as it brings up Cam Munson. So even after the strikeout, we'll have a new pitcher. It'll be Anna Frazier coming up now. So Smith's night ends at an inning and 2/3. And now to bring up Anna Frazier for the second time this year in a Smoky Mountain Rain uniform. We saw her on the third when she came in and got the win, when an inning and third of work. Gave up no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Did a great job of just shutting down the rest of the lineup as they went into extras and took it over the Bandits. That was the day before the 4th of July. She now comes up with 2 outs and the bases empty as Smith's night comes to a close at an inning and 2/3. 5 hits again, 6 runs score, 5 of those earned. She faces 12 batters, strikes out 2 and walks 1. And now her night comes to a close, and her morning comes to a close as Cam Munson comes to the plate. Already a single for them today. First pitch down in the zone for ball 1. So Anna Frazier steps in. Originally the second baseman. Smith now comes in for her at second base. That'll be the lone changes here for the Rain. So next pitch down and away, 2-0. So Frazier from Greensboro College has only made 3. This will be, I think, her 3rd pitching appearance of the year, if not her 2nd. At least the 2nd this time for the Rain. It will be her 3rd overall. 2-0. Hearts it over the heart of the plate, 2-1. As Munson comes in once more. 300 average for her, 11 RBIs, 30-64 on-base percentage, just north of a 900 OPS. See the next one inside for a strike, 2-2. Again for Munson, 4 home runs this season, all of them her lone extra base hits of her 15 that she has. Next one swings at the high off speed down the third base line. It's foul. Munson with great speed as well at the plate. You let her get on. She can swipe bags and come around to score easily. Almost identical to that of what you'd think of a Byron Buxton. Great pop at the plate, great speed. A very solid glove. The next one's outside for ball 3. Now 3-2 with 2 outs and nobody on. Anna Frazier trying to record her first out in this bottom of the second inning. Called strike 3. She's able to do so. And we go to the top half of the inning. 2 runs score in that bottom of the second. A 2-run homer by Ella Fox after Lindsey Henson reaches on the air. Back-to-back strikeouts, though, get the Smoky Mountain Rain out of the inning. 6-3 your score. We go to the top of the third. Smokies will head back out to the field. Rain will try and see if they can bounce back once more. After leading to start us off in that top of the first inning, 2-0, they now find themselves down 6-3. We'll be right back after this quick break. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the third inning, 6-3 your score. The Smokies lead over the Smoky Mountain Rain here as we sit at Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. A couple of changes in the infield now for the Smokies. Riley Demmer steps in at third base as Burke now moves from third over to second. Mario Horner now will be the DP. Jasmine Mack comes up to the plate for the second time today. Skies it out towards right center field. Trying to be there is Emily Jones. She will be for out number 1. So first pitch, first swing, pops out to right field. Now one down here in the top of the third inning is Josie Crossman trying to see if she can make it through her third inning of work. For the University of Delaware product on the mound. Crossman this season, 21 innings pitched in her 6th game played, a 167 earned run average. See the next one, inside for a strike to Hubush, 0-1. She had been outstanding for the Smokies this year, and she still has been. It's just been one of those weird outings for her. 17 strikeouts, a 105 whip for the rising sophomore. Now Hubush hits it second base side. Burke's got it, throws to first in time, out number 2. And now it brings up Jamerson, who went down on strikes swinging her last time up in that top of the first inning. Stranding Hubush at third, comes up, one of the leading hitters this year for the Rain. She'll come up for the second time, but for Crossman again, a uncharacteristic match for her today as this one's outside for a strike, 0-1. Someone who has not really given up many runs, many hits, as she's usually gone a solid 5 and will maybe give up 1 or 2. She finds 3 runs against her through the first 2 innings of work as the next one stays low for a ball, 1-1. But now for Jamerson, the dangerous sweep rare college native from Buckingham, Virginia. Sits in the top 10 in batting average for the first time this year. She has swung the bat exceptionally for the Rain in this back half. The next pitch called a strike, 1-2. Again, on that day on the third, she had the walk-off against the Bandits with that single to right. She went 3 for 3 after coming in, 2 singles and a double. Next one out and away, 2-2. She has been a major component in terms of hitting. Again, a 500 on-base percentage for her now this year. The 2-2. Skies it out towards left center field. Trying to be there is Cam Munson. She will be out number 3. First clean inning we've seen out of either side here this morning. 1-2-3 inning for Josie Crossman. No hits, no errors. No one reaches first base. No one comes around to score. We go to the bottom half of the third. 6-3 your score. The Smokies still lead over the Rain here after 2.5. We'll be back in just a moment for the bottom half of the inning here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Anna Frazier will come out for another inning of work here in just a moment. Bottom of the third inning, 6-3 your score. The Smokies lead over the Rain here after the top of 3. We go to the bottom half of the inning here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League, for those just tuning in, it'll be Abby Bunn, Murray Burke, and Josie Crossman coming up to the plate. 4, 5, and 6 in the average as tonight's catcher faces off against Anna Frazier for the first time. She'll see this one outside for a ball, 1-0. As Frazier comes in relief of Smith in that bottom of the second inning, she goes 1 2/3 of an inning of work, gives up 5 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. She now sits at second base as Bunt gets this one off the handle, jammed by Frazier. The throw to first in time for out number 1. So after Bunt reached on a walk her last time, she'll ground out to the pitcher here. And now it brings up Burke. The sacrifice fly to right field her last time up. Steps in for the second time today. An RBI already to her name. First pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. Burke from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, the Trailblazer. Born in Boaz, Alabama. Comes to the plate, the 1-0. Hits it hard down the third base side. Foul, 1-1. Crossman will hit next, and if given the chance, Tatum McCool. Crossman grounded out to second her last time up, scored an RBI. But now the new second baseman, after moving from third, comes to the plate once more. Has played all over the infield, just away from first base. Sees the next one high in the zone, 2-1. As Frazier comes to work here for the second time in a Reign uniform, went an inning, a third, and got the win her last time she came out. See this one down in the zone for a ball, 3-1. The rising junior comes back up to the plate across from the rising senior. Two very different career paths between them. 3-1. Hits it shortstop side. Picked up by Hubush to first in time. Out number 2. Frazier trying to see if she can get the first clean inning for this Reign squad as well. Brings up Josie Crossman for the second time today. 4 for 3 with a 4-3 ground out last time to second base Horner and scored a run. Now comes up with nobody on and 2 away. 6-3 lead still for the Smokies. First pitch outside for a strike, 0-1. Here in the bottom of the third inning. A 4-run bottom of the first and a 2-run bottom of the second. That one's seen outside for a ball, 1-1. The Smokies find themselves ahead. Thanks to a couple of home runs as well from Ella Fox. She has scored 3 of the 6 runs today for the Smokies. 1-1 called a strike, 1-2. Some nice arm side run from that. Fastball from Frazier. I think almost moves like a sinker. 1-2. Off-speed swung on and missed. Strike 3. We go to the top of the 4th. First strikeout of the morning for Anna Frazier. And a 1-2-3 inning. No hits, no errors. No one reaches first. No one able to come around and score for the Smokies. We go to the top half of the 4th. 6-3, still your score. The Smokies lead over the Smoky Mountain Reign. Here from Northern Chattanooga. Here in Tennessee, been watching here the Scenic City Collegiate League from Mandy Greenmund Field. We'll be back in just a moment as we go to the top of the 4th. Reign will come up to hit. Top of the 4th inning, 6-3 your score. The Smokies lead over the Smoky Mountain Reign here from Mandy Greenmund Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. 7, 8, and 9 will come up for this Reign squad. Macy Strickland, Ainsley Watson, and Miranda Smith. 2 singles and a ground out for the 3 of them. Strickland came around to score in that second frame. She comes up 1 for 1 with a single to her name. Faces off against Crossman for the second time today and fouls off the first pitch for 0-1. So the rising sophomore from Liberty University, the utility player, comes back up to the plate. Tied for second in doubles this year with 6 with Ella Grace Harvey and Ella Fox. Shows bunt, fouls it off, 0-2. Dallas, Georgia comes to the plate once again. 1 for 1, a single. Came around to score on that hit from Kai Ricks. The 0-2. Swung on, hits it back up the middle. Base hit once more for Strickland. Back-to-back singles for her. And both times it's been in the leadoff. Now a runner at first with nobody out. So after working a clean top of the third, of a 1-2-3 for Crossman, she gives up a leadoff single for the second time to Strickland today. Now Watson, who also singled, comes to the plate. Got stranded at second her last time she got on. Let's see what she can do here for the second time today. Hits it, third, or down the right field side. Jones is there. It goes off her glove. Strickland around for third. We'll see if she'll try and score. They'll hold her up as the throw comes in quickly. Jones not able to make the grab. Second and third with nobody out. So a double for Watson. And now second and third for Marina Smith. So Smith, the new second baseman for the Reign today, comes up. A .242 average for her as she fouls off the first pitch for 0-1. Smith in her 17th game played, 10 RBIs, only 8 hits, but a .325 on-base percentage, a .658 OPS, a grand slam, her lone extra base hit this year. Next one outside, she did not offer 1-1. Kai Ricks would hit next, already 2 for 2 with 2 singles, an RBI to her this year, and a run scored, or I should say in this game. But now the 1-1 fouls it off once more, 1-2. Watson at second, Strickland at first, a single and a double. Puts the runners on. Marina Smith, who grounded out the second her last time up. 1-2. Stays out and away, 2-2. It's the University of Oakland product at the plate. The U of Delaware rising sophomore on the mound. The rising sophomore versus the rising senior. 2-2. Hits it second base side sharply. Picked up for the moment by Burke. Goes to first with it, out number 1. The runners will hold. Another ground out to second base. For Marina Smith brings up Kai Ricks. So Ricks again, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and RBI scored her last time up. A run, the first of this ball game in that top of the first. Infield comes in, hit the shortstop, goes on the glove side of Fox, throws to first in time. A run does score. And now 4-6, the Reign find themselves down by 2. An RBI sacrifice ground out essentially as it almost took off the head of Ella Fox. Had to be quick with it and able to make the throw in time. But now 2 outs and a runner at third for Macy Andrews. First pitch to her is outside for a ball, 1-0. Sacrifice bunt brought around Ricks to third. A strikeout swinging her last time up. Comes to the plate for the third time today. Hits it now, skies to left center field. Munson misjudged it, has to race back to the wall. It's over her head. A run will score. Andrews into second base standing. 5-6 now your score. The Reign get themselves within 1 on the double from Andrews. Cam Munson just kind of misjudged it in center field. Took a stride in and then had to chase it back to the wall. Ball just kept floating all the way out to center field. It goes off the bottom of the fence, and now it brings up Frazier, who's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and a line out to left. So Andrews with another double, her second of the year. Frazier sees the first pitch high for a ball, 1-0. So very uncharacteristic outing here for Josie Crossman. Entered in with a south of a 1.7 ERA. Has given up 5 here through 3 2/3 of an inning of work. Next one, inside for a strike, 1-1. And for this Reign offense, a team that has at times struggled to find runs, especially after the injury to Alyssa Balcom. Able to mount the comeback on the third against the Bandits. It has now found some strides here tonight. Next one stays low, 2-1. The home run ball hasn't been in their favor just yet, but I mean, you've just the amount of doubles and singles they have found ways to get on. I don't think they care. 2-1. Skies it out towards deep right field. Jones raking her way back to the track, to the wall. It's off the wall. It'll be extra bases for Frazier. A run will score. 6-6 now your score. The Reign have done it again. Another double and another run scores. And we saw this on the third when the Reign just kept hitting extra bases and just kept finding runs. They did it in the bottom of the seventh. They've now done it here in the top of the fourth. 6-6 now your score. A 3-run top of the inning brings up Jasmine Mack. 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch, a stolen base. Came around to score in that first inning. She flew out to right her last time. She'll hit this one foul for 0-1. Back from George Mason University. Division I product, the rising sophomore. In the portal with still 3 years of eligibility to her name. The 0-1. Hits it softly. First base side. Picked up by the first baseman. Henson, that will end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. 6-6 now your score. The Reign have found their offense again. 3-run score. 4 hits, 3 of them for extra bases, no errors. A runner does get left stranded, and the Smokies will now have to respond again. As we go to the bottom half of the inning, 6-6 now your score. Reign and Smokies find themselves tied here from Mady Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Smokies come back up to hit here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the fourth inning, 6-6 now your score. The Reign have brought it back to a tie, a 3-run top of the fourth inning, including 3 doubles. Brings them back to a draw. It was almost like that bottom of the 7th inning on the third when they faced off against the Bandits, down by 6. But now it'll be the Smokies' turn to come up. 7, 8, and 9 will come to the plate. McCool, already a double today, comes up for the second time from Jacksonville University. First time she'll face Anna Frazier. We'll see it outside for a ball 1-0. So for the rising red shirt sophomore at the plate. Again, from Jacksonville U. Had to burn her red shirt her freshman year after a leg injury. We'll see the next one outside for a ball 2-0. Started off her collegiate career strong. 14 at-bats for her during her freshman year and had and 1,000 OPS. Next one way inside, 3-0. Had to burn that red shirt, though, after Game 7. During those 7 games, also had 7 RBIs, 4 starts. This last season had a .311 on-base percentage in 40 games played. Had 32 starts to her name. 3-0. Called a strike, 3-1. It's Anna Frazier now trying to go through yet another inning of work. Came in after Smith pulled on an inning and 2/3 of work. 3-1. Off speed called a strike, 3-2. Jones would hit next, a strikeout looking her last time. And then Lindsey Henson, who reached on an errand, came around to score. 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3, 1 away. just burns the heater through the zone past McCulve. Goes down on strikes for the first time today. 3 strikeouts now for Anna Frazier, somebody who we hadn't really seen pitch that often for the Reign this year. Comes in and has been quite effective in her 3 pitching appearances this year. First pitch to Jones is outside for ball 1. First time these two have faced off against one another as well. Funny enough, the first time that Frazier pitched was for the Choo Choos, which is the squad that Emily Jones primarily plays for. The next one's outside, 2-0. First time this season, these two will face off. Jones stepping in for the Smokies today, their right fielder. The 2-0. He's an inside for a strike, 2-1. Jones from Brunswick Community College, the North Carolina native from West End. Primarily a PO, has made a couple of appearances. Brunswick is now, that one will be fouled off for 2-2. Made a lot of appearances at the plate this year for the Choo Choos. The plate had been dealing with a leg injury earlier in the year. Comes back now. Has been both the corner outfield spots and has been on the mound for them. The 2-2. Swung on, skies and out towards right field. Jamerson is there. Out number 2. And now it brings up Henson. Dangerous Marshall product. Another year of eligibility still for her with one more to go. Trying to continue her softball career. The former JUCO star. Spent last season at Marshall U. Hit her first Division I home run on senior day. Take the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Someone who has lit up the stat sheet in recent times. From Indiana area. Now hits it back up the middle. Knocked down by the shortstop Hubush. Throws the first. Is it in time? She's in time. Out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It's still 6-6 your score. The Reign get out of it with no damage done. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. No hits, no errors, no runners get left on. No one comes around to score. We go to the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the top of the 5th for the Reign. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League here on day 17. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 5th inning here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga. New pitching change. Mario Horner will come out to the mound now for the Smokies. The first pitch to Hubush just up in the zone for ball 1. That was a pretty good pitch to start, but Hewbush now a double and a ground out to second base today. Comes up to the plate for the third time against Horner for the first time today. And laces this one out towards deep right center field. Trying to be there is the new right fielder, Henson. It's off the wall. Hewbush will stride into second base. She'll get in standing as Munson almost airmails it. A leadoff double for Lauren Hewbush. A runner on with nobody out. We try and get all the changes here for you all as well. I apologize. I'm trying to work quickly here. But now I'll bring up Jamerson for the third time today. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. Kind of rare for her. That's the first pitch out and away for a ball. 1-0. So Horner comes in after Crossman now gets the yank. She goes through 4. Gives up 6 runs during her outing. First time we've seen her get shelved for that many runs. The next pitch to Jamerson. Hit off the end of the bat towards first. Caught there by McCool. No throw to second as getting back in was Hewbush. Out number 1. Now it brings up Strickland, 2 for 2 with 2 singles to her name, has scored twice. But for the Smokies now, Tatum McCool at first moves in from left field. Crossman goes out to left. Henson now moves into right as Emily Jones will make her way to the bench. Next one by Strickland, hit down the third base, or down the right field line. It gets down for extra bases. Strickland at a second. She's going to try for 3. Here comes Hewbush to the plate. She will score a triple for Strickland and a 7-6 lead for the Reign. Henson tried diving for it down the right field line, just couldn't grab it in time. Strickland goes all the way around to third. And now the Reign lead once again for the first time since that top of the first inning. And now it brings up the new hitter, Deanna Cunningham, for Ainsley Watson. Hits it, shortstop side. Fox has got it on her knees. The throw to first, not in time. An infield single and an 8-6 lead for the Reign. So Cunningham able to reach on her first at-bat on the first pitch she sees. After starting the year a little slow at the plate, she has done outstanding here recently. As Miranda Smith comes up and sees the first pitch high for ball 1. So Cunningham, the former Black Knight from University of Central Florida, headed off to Memphis U next year. 1-0. Smith now fouls it off, 1-1. Smith, who started the day on the mound, pulled and moved to second base, comes up 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to her name, both times to second base. As Horner has now given up 2 here in the top of the 5th. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. So Horner comes in again. Josie Crossman now in left. Lindsey Henson in right. Jones to the DP position. Tatum McCool from left moves to first. The rest of the infield stays the same. 2-1 inside. Smith hits it toward the second base side. Burks knocks it down. Has to go to first with it. Out there. The runner does advance. 2 away and a runner at second base. A third straight ground out to second base today now for Smith. Is at least able to move Cunningham up to second. And now it brings up Geneva McCallum for the first time today. She will pinch hit for Kai Ricks. After going 2 for 3 for Ricks, McCallum steps to the plate from Layton, Utah. Takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. McCallum, the outfielder, the rising junior from Dawson Community College, comes up. Sits outside, 1-1 to the now new outfielder for this Reign squad. McCallum comes up for the first time today. 1-1, hit back up the middle towards the shortstop side. Knocked down by Fox, throw to first, out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 hits, 2 runs score, no errors made. A runner does get left stranded, but the Reign now lead for the first time since the top of the first inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Smokies will try and see if they can respond. Here at Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League as Anna Frazier will try and go another inning of work. As we enter into the bottom of the 5th, we'll be right back after this quick break. Reign now lead the Smokies 8-6. Bottom of the 5th inning. Smokies come back up to hit 10-1-2. Will come to the plate. Riley Demers, Ella Fox, and Horner will come up here in this bottom half of the inning as the Smokies now find themselves down 8-6 here at Mandy Greenman Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. So Demers 0 for 1 on the day, faces Frazier for the first time. I shall see this one outside for a ball 1-0. Demers, who flew out to short in shallow center field her last time up, comes up for the second time today. Stays down low, 2-0. We sit here in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-0 to Demers. Off speed, fouls it off, 2-1. So for Demers from Lees McRae, the Division II product, the utility player, comes to the plate once more. Has been primarily first and third for this choo-choo squad usually. Playing for the Smokies today. Hits it back up the middle. Knocked down by Frazier to first in time. Out number 1. So one away here in the bottom of the 5th, and it brings up the dangerous Ella Fox. 2 home runs on the day for her. She entered in with none. She comes in with 3 RBIs already on the day, has half the runs scored by the Smokies. First pitch to Fox, called a strike, 0-1. Fox comes up for the 3rd time today, the rising sophomore from the University of North Carolina in the transfer portal. Sees the next one way inside, 1-1. Don't think she thought that one was coming in as quick as it did. Both of her home runs came off of Smith. This is the first time she'll face Anna Frazier this season. 1-1. Skies it towards the shallow shortstop side. Hugh Bush will be there, out number 2. So now 2 down here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Still 8-6 your score. The Rain have found their offense once more. They lead 8-6 in this bottom of the 5th on day 17 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season. First pitch to Horner, swung on, to the third base side. Strickland's got it to first, is in time, out number 3. And that will end the inning. Frazier gets a clean 5th to happen. No hits, no errors, nobody left on base. No one comes around to score. Rain still lead 8-6. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Here from Mandy Greenman Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. 2, 3, and 4 come up for the Rain up next. We'll be back in just a moment as the Rain try and see if they can extend their lead over the Smokies. Top of the 6th inning, 8-6 your score. The Rain find themselves ahead of the Smokies here. As we go to the the top of the 6th inning, 2, 3, and 4 come up now for the Smoky Mountain Rain here from Mandy Greenman Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Day 17 of this SCCL season. As the Smokies now find themselves down Macy Andrews comes to the plate. First pitch to her, up high, ball one. Good pitch from Horner, just got squeezed on the top half. But Andrews, 2 for 3 on the day. Sackbon a strikeout and a double. She came around to score in that 4th inning as well. Next one stays high, 2-0 from Horner. As Andrews brought around a run in that 4th inning. Came around to score on the double from Frazier. Next pitch stays high, 3-0. Horner trying to make it through her 2nd inning of work. Came in for Crossman in the 5th. After she goes 4 innings. Now Horner trying to see if she can hold it down here. The 3-0. Down in the zone. Ball for a 4-pitch walk to Andrews. Puts a runner on with nobody out. Now it brings up Anna Frazier, the pitcher, who started off at second base today. A double. Sacrifice fly for her already. 2 RBIs on the day. She did line out to left her 2nd time up. First pitch from Horner. Up in the zone. Called a strike, 0-1. So Crossman gives up 9 hits, 6 runs. All of them earned and 2 strikeouts. Horner now trying to settle in here. Next pitch hit third base side. Demers has got it. Will go to first with it. Out number 1. The runner in Andrews does advance. But now 1 out and a runner in scoring position. As the 4-hole hitter comes to plate in Jasmine Mack. Mack comes to the plate once more. A hit by pitch and a stolen base. She has flown out to right and first her last 2 times up. Shows bunt, lays it down, back to the mound. Horner's got it to first in time. The runner does advance to third. But now 2 outs here on the top of the 6th inning. So now it brings up Lauren Hubush. 2 doubles already on the day for her. Hits this one hard. Third base side, another hit for Hubush, and a run will score. She'll try and make it in a second now as it bounced off a Crossman. She'll get in head first, and a runner in scoring position as the Reign make it 9-6. Hubush, another base hit. It will be labeled as a single and an error in left. But she brings around Andrews, and a 9-6 lead for the Reign as Jamerson comes up. Hits it, second base side, knocked down by Burke to first in time, out number 3. Right now, you're pretty happy with this outing if you're the Reign, especially for Hubush. She is now 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and a single. A runner does get left stranded here in the top of the 6th. A walk. A ground out of Sackbun, and then the single from Hubush, who was able to get the second. So 1 hit, 1 walk, and no error, or 1 error technically made. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 9-6 now your score. The Reign now lead over the Smokies here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 coming up for the Smokies here next. We'll be right back after this quick break. Reign leader to the Smokies, 9-6 as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, 9-6 now your score. The Reign find themselves ahead by 3 as Cam Munson, the former NC State product, comes to plate against Frazier. See the first pitch outside for ball 1. So for Munson, she comes up for the 2nd time against Frazier today. Last time she came up, she struck out swinging as it was the first out recorded by Frazier on the day. Next one up in the zone for a ball, 2-0. Nice off speed there from Frazier, just can't catch the zone. 1 for 2 is Munson on the day, a single, an RBI a run scored for her earlier. This one way outside, 3-0 now from Frazier. Munson trying to get on for the second time today. Abby Bunt would hit next, 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. 3-0 for the heart of the plate, 3-1. Munson comes up once more. The Lawrenceville, Georgia native sees the next one down and in for a strike, 3-2. Munson, the rising sophomore, holds the Collins Hill High School record for most RBIs in a single game and the single season home run record. 3-2, fouls it off once more. Munson played in 31 games this season for North Carolina State, the Division I school of the ACC. Headed off to Troy next year. Still 3 years of eligibility for her. Was mostly used as a pinch runner. Did have 4 stolen bases, 7 runs scored. 3-2. Swung on, fouls it off once more. Staying alive at the plate is Munson. Anna Frazier trying to go another inning of work here. She has now made it through 3 1/3, has struck out 3. She's been nothing short of outstanding. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away. Number 4 on the morning for Frazier. And another strikeout for Munson. And it brings up Abby Bunt, who grounded out to Frazier in that bottom of the 3rd inning. She walked and came around to score in the 1st. After that double by Tatum McCool. First pitch to her, down and away for a ball, 1-0. Abby Bunt, tonight's catcher. Coming in once more again, the UTC product to the plate from Glencoe, Alabama. The rising sophomore sees the 1-0. Down in the dirt once more, 2-0. Burke would hit next, 0 for 1 with a sac fly and a ground out to short her 2 times up. But for Bunt, who attended Glencoe High School before college, now comes up and sees the next one just inside, 3-0. This previous season at UTC, played in 29 games, only 6 starts, but a homer and 7 RBIs, a .324 average, a .375 on-base percentage, north of a .800 OPS. 3-0. Over the heart of the plate for a strike, 3-1. Bunt, her senior year of high school, had a 1,600 OPS. She had 8 homers and hit .484 at Glencoe High School. The 3-1 down in the dirt, ball 4. Abby Bunt reaches for the 2nd time via the walk. Now a runner on with 1 away. And the first walk given up by Anna Frazier, and the first base runner she has given up on this morning. For this, she had gone 3 2/3 without allowing a single base runner. She now gives up a walk to Abby Bunt and brings up Burke, who is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a sac fly. First pitch down and in for a ball, 1-0. Frazier trying to see if she can get through the 6th inning. Maybe might see the 7th. It might be Laney's chance at a save opportunity. We'll see. 1-0 is hit hard towards the right field side. Jamerson trying to be there. It gets down and past her. It'll go to the wall. Here comes Abby Bunt to 3rd. They're going to try and wave her around. Ball goes all the way through. Burke into 3rd. She'll get in standing. The throw will not be in time. 9-7. The Smokies put a run on the board in a triple for Burke. Burke gets her first triple of the season. Bunt comes around to score. Jamerson sliding, can't make the grab. And now a runner in scoring position with 1 away, as the first hit given up by Frazier is a triple. The first of the year for the infielder, now at 3rd. First pitch out and away for a strike, 0-1, as Josie Crossman comes up for the 3rd time today. A strikeout swinging and a ground out to 2nd, her 2 times up. Now as a runner in scoring position, now down 9-7. 0-1 hit back up the middle, picked up by Hubush. Looks to third, throws to first, is in time for out number 2. And now it brings up Tatum McColl. An RBI double and a strikeout swinging for her today. And for Burke now standing at third, her first triple of the season. Only 6 we have seen this year. That was number 7. And now McColl takes a big hack at the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. McColl, from Jacksonville U, the rising redshirt sophomore, comes up for the 3rd time today. From St. Augustine, Florida. Off speed stays way high, 1-1. As Jones would not hit next, it'll actually be Laura Padgett who will hit for her if given the chance. Next pitch outside, 2-1. McColl trying to stay patient here at the plate. Very similar to Cam Munson. Both love to swing at those high fastballs and drive in runs. Looking to see if she could do so here with a runner at third and 2 away. 2-1 called, a strike, 2-2. McColl, back when she was in high school at Toki Creek, also a 3-time district champion in weightlifting from her sophomore to senior year. 2-2, outside, 3-2 now to McColl. Chance to extend the inning and bring up Padgett for the first time today in favor of Emily Jones. McColl's father, Lee, actually played minor league baseball for the Arizona Diamondbacks and San Diego Padres systems. 3-2. Hits it to the third base side, picked up by Strickland. The throw to first in time. That'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. 1 hit, 1 walk, no errors made. A run does come around to score, 9-7. Your lead for the Reign. They do strand a base runner at third. We go to the top half of the 7th. 9-7. The Smokies down to the Reign. They will come up to the field once more. The Reign will bring up 7, 8, and 9. We'll be back in just a moment here from Mandy Greenmund Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break. Here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. 9-7 your score. The Reign lead over the Smokies entering into the 7th. Top of the 7th inning. So we have a 9-7 score in favor of the Smoky Mountain Reign here between the Smokies and the Smoky Mountain Reign here from Mandy Greenmund Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. New pitcher on the mound for the Smokies and a change in the outfield as well. Crossman moves from left to right. Horner moves from the mound out to left field. Lindsey Henson moves in from right, and she will be the new pitcher. The first pitch to Strickland is called for a strike, 0-1. So Horner goes 2 innings, gives up 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, walks 1 and strikes out none. She's pulled here now for Henson, as now Strickland fouls this one off for 0-2. Strickland 2 singles and a triple today. She is 3 for 3. Her first triple of the season. As Henson now chats with the catcher, Abby Bunt here, just trying to make sure they're on the same page. It'll be Strickland, Cunningham, and then Alyssa Balcom is going to hit for Marina Smith. She'll come back out to the field, though, for Balcom, who's still dealing with that hand injury. It'll be the first time we've seen her in what feels like an eternity since she had to put on that soft cast on her left hand. She'll get a chance to hit here possibly now for the Smokies. But for Strickland, again, 3 for 3, has scored each time she's reached base. Comes up for the 4th time today. The 0-2. Off speed, hits it right back up the middle. 4 for 4 is Strickland, and another single for her. Have yourself a day, Macy Strickland. Just like this Reign offense, she has been on fire today. 4th hit, 3rd single, and now it brings up Cunningham, who's 1 for 1. Cunningham, an RBI single already today. She's the first pitch down and in for a strike, 0-1. So Deanna Cunningham, for the 2nd time, comes up. She saw one pitch and mashed it. She now comes up for the 2nd time. Sees it inside on the handle, hits it towards the shortstop pole. Fox got a piece of it but can't hang on. It'll be an infield single for Cunningham, her 2nd of the day, and now 2nd and 1st with nobody out. Cunningham, 2nd hit of this morning. She entered in with a 273 average. That's going to go even higher. At one point, she was hitting below 200 this season. Since that night matchup, she has been on fire as it brings up Alyssa Balcom for the first time. What feels like an eternity, it will be with that soft cast still on her right hand. She comes up and sees the first pitch high, gets away from the catcher to go to the backstop. 1-0 as now runners at 2nd and 3rd and still nobody out. So pass ball by Bunt. Brings up Balcom once more, leads the league in doubles, 7 for her. First pitch down and in, or excuse me, 2nd pitch down and in, called a strike, 1-1. So Balcom now comes up 3rd this year, an average 485 for her. 8 RBIs, 16 hits, a 500 on-base percentage, 7 doubles, and 2 home runs. She hits it softly, shortstop side. Fox has a bounce in front of her, goes to first with it out there. A run does score. And now 1 away with a runner at 3rd and a 10-7 lead for the Smoky Mountain Reign. Balcom will take that any day of the week. She does bring a run, or brings a run around. Even on the ground out, that'll be RBI number 9 for her this season. Now it brings up McCallum, who grounded out to short her last time up. She'll see the first one out of the zone for a ball. Now has Cunningham at 3rd with 1 away. Strickland scores on the ground out from Balcom. 10-7. The Reign now lead over the Smokies. Next pitch inside for a strike, 1-1. For the Reign, they now have double-digit runs for the first time. So that one stays down low, 2-1. I'm trying to find the exact date here. I don't know if they've actually hit double-digit runs this season. I think that is indeed the case. This is the first time they've hit double digits on the scoreboard since June 15th against the Smokies when they won 13-10. So the next pitch is called a strike, 2-2. So it has been almost 3 weeks since the last time the Smoky Mountain Reign were able to hit double-digit runs on the scoreboard. Big swing and a miss for McCallum, strike 3. That'll be 2 away here in the top of the 7th. McCallum goes down for strikes the first time today, and now it brings up Andrews. 2 for 3, a sac bunt, a strikeout, a double that she came around to score on later on, and then a walk that she came through to score on. Has a runner at 3rd with 2 outs. Sees the first pitch for a strike, 0-1 for the Rome, Georgia native. Just an hour south of here, home of the High A affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. The Rome Emperors comes up now for her 5th appearance at the plate. Sees the next one high for 1-1. Utility rising sophomore, comes to the plate once more. Georgia Highlands College, the JUCO product. Takes the next one and fouls it off for 1-2. Andrews, who previously attended Rona High School, was a varsity swimmer back in her time in high school, the engineering and architecture major. 1-2 to Andrews. Inside called, strike 3. That will end the inning. 2 hits and a runner gets left stranded, but a run does come around to score. The Rain hit double digits for the first time in almost 3 weeks. They lead 10-7 over the Smokies. We'll come back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Do the Smokies have it in them to see if they can try and get the comeback through with the Rain? See if they can shut this one down and get themselves back in the win column again for the 3rd straight day in a row. We'll find out here in just a moment. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. It will be the likes of 8, 9, and 10 to come up and hit next for the Smokies. We'll be back in just a moment. So we'll see if Anna Frazier will come in for the bottom of the 7th. Here from the SCCL, we'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 7th inning, Smokies down to the Rain 10-7. It will be 8, 9, and 10 coming to the plate. Alora Paget will start us off. It'll be Alora Paget stepping in for Emily Jones here in the bottom of the 7th. First time we'll see her today. She's made a couple of appearances as a pinch hitter, has been dealing with a leg injury that has kept her limited from the field. She comes up now and fouls off the first pitch from Frazier for 0-1. So for Alora Paget, stepping in, had one of the first home runs this season. A solo home, or excuse me, it was a 2-run shot for her, a .368 on-base percentage in her 19 plate appearances. Hits this one foul, 0-2. The JUCO product comes to the plate, the junior. Looking to try and see if she can keep this Smoky squad alive. As the Marshfield, Missouri native from Crowder College comes to the plate. Frazier just trying to get through the rest of it. The 0-2, outside, 1-2. Good arm side run, just can't catch enough the outer plate. It'll be Paget, Henson, and Demers to hit here for the Smokies. 1-2. Off speed down in the dirt. Paget's patient and stays on it, 2-2. Paget got 56 games last year at Crowder College. The rising junior hit .319 with a .421 on-base percentage, 5 homers, and 37 RBIs. 10 doubles to her name. She walked more than she struck out. Next one, outside and away, 3-2. Again, for Paget, has only made 19 plate appearances, played in 7 games this year total. 726 OPS for her. Next pitch, fouls it off, staying alive. Still 3-2. Has been dealing with, I believe it was a left quad injury that she had been dealing with. It just strained it, had not really been able to run on it, has been getting a lot of just pinch hitting appearances, trying to work her way back. 3-2. Outside ball 4. She'll reach on the walk here to lead us off in the bottom of the 7th inning. And we will have a pinch runner for her. Horner will step in at first base. So Paget draws the walk. Horner will come in now to run for her. Probably one of the faster players on this Smoky squad, not named Cam Munson. But now it brings up Henson. 0 for 2, reached on an error and a ground out today First pitch to her is up in the zone for a ball, 1-0. So ground out to short, and then reached on an error in the second inning, and then came around to score on the Ella Fox 2-run homer. But Danger's at the plate, the 1-0. Fouls it off, 1-1. So the Marshall product at the plate. Comes up for the third time today. Originally from Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Started off as the JUCO product from Jones College in Mississippi. Fouls this one off, 1-2. A very kind of wild college career she's had. Started at JUCO, Jones College in Mississippi. Transferred to Drury University in Missouri, the D2 school. And then has spent last season at Marshall, looking to still have another year of eligibility for her name. Trying to see if she can continue her softball collegiate career. One of the best hitters this season, has been a very complete player here. The 1-2, down in the zone, 2-2. Throw down to first, not in time. Riley Demers would hit next. 0 for 2 is she with a fly out to shallow center to the shortstop Fox, Hugh Bush, and then the ground out to the pitcher. 2-2 fouls it off, staying alive is Henson. Kind of see herself a little frustrated after chasing that one. She has held herself to a very high standard this year. And has done fairly well. Now the 2-2. Off speed, skies it. Second base side. Smith is there. Out number 1. One down, runner at first. Riley Demers comes to the plate as Henson tries to whisper some intel into her ears. But the Greensboro, North Carolina native, the rising junior, comes to the plate. The former Northwest Guilford High School member comes up. Skies this one out towards shortstop side. Hugh Bush is there, out number 2. And now all hope relies on Ella Fox. 2 homers today, 3 RBIs. She has almost half the runs scored from the Smokies. She flew out to short her last time up. With a runner at first and 2 down. First pitch swinging, fouls it off, 0-1. Ella Fox comes from a family of just pure athletes. Her mother and father both playing at Mountain State University, the former NAIA college. Her mother played volleyball and softball there, as that one stays way up in the zone, 1-1. Again, for her mother, played volleyball and softball in college. Her dad played baseball, again, both at Mountain State University. Her older sister, Anna, actually played softball at the U of Tennessee and Michigan State. And now Fox hits it, second base side. Smith got it, throw to first in time, book it. The Rain take it over the Smokies, 10-7. Another victory for the Smoky Mountain Rain. They had lost 8 straight. They have now won 3 in a row. And for the first time in what feels like all season since the beginning of the year, the Smokies have lost multiple games in a row. That being said, that'll end it here. 10-7 the final. The Rain, who took the lead early, fall down to the Smokies all the way until that 5th inning. And then they're able to make a monstrous comeback here to take it over the number 1 team in the SCCL this year. So 10-7 the final. The Smoky Mountain Rain find 15 hits in the contest. Smokies only find 6. As that'll end it here. So Anna Frazier will take the victory here tonight. Goes 5 1/3 inning of work. Gives up 1 hit, 1 run, in an earned run, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. She'll get herself a second win of the season. She faces 19 batters and is able to get through it with a second win in her second appearance on the mound. Miranda Smith started us off, won an inning in 2/3, gave up 5 hits, 6 runs, 5 of those earned. walked 1 and struck out 2. On the other side, it'll be Mario Horner who will take the loss. Josie Crossman started us off, went 4 innings, gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, 6 of those earned. Walked none and struck out 2. Horner goes 2 innings, gives up 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 of those earned, and a walk. Did not strike anybody out. Henson comes in relief of her, goes in and gives up 2 hits, 1 run, that one not earned, and strikes out 2. Does not walk anybody. As that will go ahead and end it here. Smoky Mountain Rain take it over the Smokies. Smokies fall to 11-6 now in the air, or in the rain. Now it's 7-10, just a half a game back of the Nougat Choo-Choos, who will actually battle out next. They'll take on the Bandits here at 11:30. But for the Rain, another victory here, as they will try and see if they can mount a monstrous comeback in the standings like they did against the Bandits just 2 days ago in extra innings. But with that being said, that'll go ahead and end it here. 10-7 the final. Rain taking over the Smokies here on Game 1 of Day 17 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season here at Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Anna Frazier gets her second win of the season. Horner will take the loss. That will end it here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here once more. And my name is Mason Strawn. It's been a pleasure to call for you all. Hope to see you later today as the Bandits take on the Choo-Choos here at 11:30. And if not, hope to see you all tomorrow when the Smoky Mountain Rain take on the Choo-Choos at 9 a.m. And for the Smokies, they take on the Bandits tomorrow at 11:30. Thank you again for tuning in, and have a safe rest of your afternoon.